Hey everybody, welcome to the KetoMom page. My name is Stephanie, and we are diving into a new book. If you have the book, great. I'm going to guess that most of you don't have the book because I just got it, and I just kind of announced it. It's kind of dark in here. You tell me if you can see me. All right, moving around in my closet. Well, it's not really my closet, my bedroom, because my children are making breakfast. So if you are brand new to the page, I would love for you to post new below. I am a mom. Started this page over 7 years ago to truly help people what I thought would be just sharing recipes and taking people on the keto journey. And 7 years later, I feel like the page is somewhat different because I've realized the power of mindset and the power of helping people on their journey, not just giving them recipes, but hopefully helping you realize that there's more to your life and that you have more to give and that you were created for greatness and that you can truly accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, but it starts with your mind, right? So, good morning. This is a book that we're going through. I've never read this book before. So it's a brand new book. I got it from my friend Jolene, which I'm super excited to read it. And really what it's about is it's getting you from this life of survival, this life of, people say, are you surviving or thriving? This life of understanding that you don't have to have burnout. You don't have to be frustrated with life. I'm going to read a little bit to you of the understanding of what he's going to go through. And listen, so here's the deal. I am here to help you with lots of things. If you are brand new, I've got 7 years of recipes and different things on this page to help you. So if you say keto is expensive, which actually I love that topic, and I'm going to talk about that later today, and I'll give you some food ideas of how it doesn't have to be expensive. I think that we all could say that groceries in general have gone up, right? But if you have keto questions, low carb questions, diet questions, post them below. I'll come on this afternoon and we'll talk about that. In the mornings, my hope is to go through a book or give you something to think about on your mindset. Because I love this saying. If you've never heard me say it before, I would love for you to write it down. I wrote it down years ago and then I memorized it because I truly believe this. And this is the saying. Are you ready? As I think, so I feel. As I feel, so I do. As I do, so I have. As I think, it creates a feeling. As I feel, so I do. It creates an action. And as I do, my actions are the result, or really it's what I have in life, right? So you could look at what you have today, and you could go, this is all of what I have, good or bad, is a result of the actions or non-action, right? As I think, so I feel. As I feel, so I do. As I do, so I have. And so my goal is to help you understand that if you can get up in the morning and own your morning, own your day, have a positive outlook on life, be thankful for where you're at, knowing that you've got goals and dreams and you're going other places, right? And so I want to help you with all of that. I love that you guys have these keto questions. Most of the time, you're just saying good morning. All right. Any keto questions you have, post below. I'm clogged up. Excuse me. I will come back on later this afternoon and do all of the questions you asked below. So with that, I'm going to read one thing to you, and this will give you the basics of what this book is about. It's called At Your Best. If you want to take a screenshot, and then if you feel like you resonate with this book, I would encourage you to grab it, or you can tune in here and I'll give you just the cliff notes of the book. So here's what he's saying. I don't know if you have goals and dreams. I don't know what your goals and dreams are and what your calling is on your life, but I do know that it's possible not only to become de-stressed and to avoid burnout and to come back from it, but also to thrive from it. To live life alive. I would love for you to pull yourself out of the soul-sucking bog that passes for existence, the job that you never can get ahead on, the dreams you let die, the soul you've neglected, the endless social media scrolling that makes you envious and angry and frustrated all at the same time. the numbness that you've allowed yourself to believe is normal, and embrace an approach that will be so much more life-giving. To truly be at your best, not somebody else's best, but to be at your own best. That's what this book is about. And so he gives some highlights at the end of every chapter. And here's what he's talking about. He goes, many people are overwhelmed, they're overcommitted, and they're overworked doing exactly what they wanted to do with their lives. They feel like they're just surviving. He goes, if you do not declare a finish line at the end of your work, your body will. You used to have to go to work to get more work done, and now it comes home with you on the phone. How do we control that? How do we be intentional with our time? The most prosperous people who've ever lived, he goes, have made their lives about survival. Too many people build their lives they want to escape from. If your busy season has never ended, it's not a season. It's your life, and it's time to be intentional with it. Workaholics is the most rewarding addiction in society. He goes, everybody gets 3 primary assets every single day. We all have time, energy, and priorities. And so in this book, he's going to help you understand your time, your energy, your priorities, and how to be intentional so you're not surviving. Like, nobody wants to live in this survival mode of like barely keeping your head above the water, whether it's with your time, your energy, or your priorities. And I loved how he addressed this. He said, you know what? Excuse me. He goes, there's a lot of people living the life that they actually envisioned. They're married or their kids or their job, and yet they haven't figured out how to prioritize their time, their energy, and their priorities. And so their life they're living, what they thought they wanted, is now a life of survival, and they're not enjoying it. And so he goes, you can protect your time, prioritize your family, and still crush your work. Constant stress denies many people permission to dream and to accomplish what they're truly called to do. That's what this book is about. That's what we're going to talk about. So tomorrow, we'll talk more about No More Crazy Busy Life. That's the title of the chapter. I'm going through it and just giving you the highlights, and I'm pretty sure he's going to give you some intentional thoughts, questions, things to think about, how to prioritize your energy, your time, and your priorities. If you feel like you're in a spot where you're overwhelmed, or you can't catch up, or you're not loving where you're at, this is the book that we're going to go through. So take a screenshot. You can continue to tune in here. And I'm going to give you the highlights. If it's a book that you're like, yep, that pertains to me, I would encourage you to grab the book, because in every book, there's always incredible stories that the author shares with you. And I don't read the whole thing to you, right? Otherwise, I would be the Audible book, and you can go listen to that. So I want to just help you realize something and have you think about it throughout the day. If all you think about today is, oh my goodness, as I think, so I feel, as I feel, so I do, as I do, so I have, and you're living in this life of like, oh my goodness, I'm not thinking positively. I have a team, we do a team Zoom every week, and our team Zoom was so great last night, and one of the girls said, she goes, if you automatically count yourself out and you say that you can't, you're right, you won't. We were talking on about business, but she goes, if you tell yourself it's a non-negotiable, I'm going to do it no matter what. And I could say that for you today. Like, if you're telling yourself, I'm on this KetoMom page, I came here because I want some recipes, I'm sure you have a health goal, right? Whatever that case may be. Whatever your goal is, if you have a goal, but in the back of your mind, you're telling yourself, I'll never be that size, I'll never feel this good, I can't, I won't, then you've already counted yourself out. You're right. You are right. But if you can get the understanding that your mindset is important, and you can go, no, other people have done it, other people can do it, I've seen the success of other people, and I can do it as well. There's no reason for me to count myself out. I can lose the weight. I can feel better. I can create a different life with intention. I can choose my priorities. I can actually say no to some people. I can choose my best yes. I can have a positive attitude. I can inspire other people. I can smile when I'm going out and about. I don't have to be this negative person. I don't have to yell at my spouse or my kids. Like, I get to choose my attitude every day. I have choices I make every single day. It starts here, creates a feeling, it creates your action, and that's what you're going to get. So, if you find yourself thinking negatively, and you are running this like rat race in your head of I can't, I won't, why am I here? It's time to fix this, right? And we do that with different books, and we do that with lots of different things, podcasts and listening to good people and following people that have already done what you want to accomplish, right? So with all of that, I need you to ask any questions below, and I will come on to, I homeschool our girls. So we've got 4 daughters, if you don't know that. They're 15, 13, 11, and 9. They are out in the living room right now getting ready for the morning, breakfast, getting school started. When I'm done with school today, I wish I could give you a time, but it's different. If you are a homeschool mom, you know. Sometime around 2 o'clock Central is my hope to come back on and talk about your keto questions. So it doesn't matter what your question is. Any question. If you've got questions, ask them below, and I will answer them around 2 o'clock Central if you want to watch live. If not, it's always up for a replay. Otherwise, I would love for you to just say good morning, share something you're thankful for, get it out of you so that you can be like, yes, I am thankful. I am thankful for this cold Minnesota morning. It's a new season of going into a winter season. It's going to be great. It is going to be great. My kids actually don't mind the snow. So, all right. I appreciate you. Your presence matters. Thank you for tuning in. I would love to scroll through. I will read your questions, and I'd also love to scroll through and see what you're thankful for. Otherwise, we'll continue to go through this book. I don't know what to expect other than I've scrolled through it, and I think it'll be super helpful, even if it's just for you. One person. You. And of course, it'll be helpful for me, because anytime I can learn from somebody and learn about time, energy, and priorities, I think you can take any type of golden nuggets and help you in some way, shape, or form in your life. So have a good morning, and we'll talk to you this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, everybody.